I'm Dr. Barry, licensed psychologist, and normally we talk about true crime and psychology. Well, I recently took a little bit of a break from true crime, and with the family, we went to Disney. And with that break, it was just to take a step away from true crime and all those things. And my son is in the room. I have an 8-year-old. He's almost 9 years old.
And I am also, and I have a little
Experiment.
from
So he's doing an experiment with water, and hopefully all the water is staying where it's supposed to be. We will see. But he's my unofficial co-host. Thank you for showing it to the stream. And I want to talk about 9 things as a psychologist that I would not do in Disney. So the first thing that you do if you're ever going on a trip, if you're doing a trip with the family that's not a trip to the beach or something like that, Disney is not a vacation. It is a memory making experience. I will say that again. Disney is not a vacation. I need a vacation from my memory making experience. I will be resting the rest of today. I'll be resting some tomorrow. It is a vacation. You have a bunch of fun, don't you? So I am the person in the family that gets all of the reservations. So I stay up. So for Disney, if you're staying on property, you can make dining reservations 60 days in advance. We tried a new place, and my son is sitting right here. He did not like it. It was Sci-Fi Diner in Hollywood Studios. Nobody warned me that the videos were creepy. Like Sci-Fi Diner, it's this like Twilight Zone like music. He was not a fan. He actually ended up watching a TV show on my phone. Bluey. He ended up watching Bluey for most of the trip. But in Sci-Fi Diner, no headphones. Okay. I had no headphones. No, like, but and it was fine because the theater was kind of the restaurant was kind of loud. He could hear it. I don't think anybody else could, but right now we were just trying to survive this reservation. And he didn't make it through dessert. And the second thing that I would say with planning a Disney trip is that I want to make sure that when a family member needs a break, that we take a break no matter what else is going on. So I could tell that he was getting overstimulate, like it was too much. I had finished my food, he had finished his food. We got his dessert in a little to-go cup, and him and I just went and sat outside while the rest of the family enjoyed the rest of their meal and their dessert, and everybody understood. So I would rather him be okay than like force him to sit in there even longer, and it would have been bad. So that will not be one that we do again as a family. The food was good. Yeah, I had a really good burger. The food was good. The onion rings were much better than the fries, but and there were other little kids that were fine. My kid thought it was super creepy and did not like it at all.
Since there was alien stuff.
There was alien stuff.
And also, one time I watched alien stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I did not have a good time.
One time he watched alien stuff and did not have a good time. And so it had and the aliens, because it's like 50, like it's like old timey videos, but still he did not like it, was not a fan. We won't do that again. You can still see? Okay.
But I was looking down just so I could see them, but like
he looked down so he couldn't see it.
And the footage,
yeah.
Even though it is like all black and white.
Yep, it was black and white.
I can still see it clear.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna need a spa day after the vacay. Exactly. And I went back to work. So I am a special person because we got back on Wednesday. I worked Thursday and Friday. Full day Friday, kind of a late evening. My first client on Thursday was, I think, started at 12. I think it was 12 o'clock. But still, full day Thursday, Friday. Now, after these videos with you all, I'm going to get to rest a little bit more. It's really important to do your research before your trip. So for us, we know, so this wasn't our first trip to Disney. This was our fourth time back with our son. My husband actually proposed at Disney back before. So like Disney holds a special place in our family. And so we ended up doing lightning lanes for Hollywood Studios and Epcot. We had planned to be at Epcot all day, but once again, if a family member needs a break, my son is a very, very picky eater. He is a mac and cheese connoisseur. The mac and cheese,
I inhale it.
I he inhales mac and cheese, but he was not a fan. He really wanted mac and cheese for dinner. And so we gave him a choice. It's like, hey, buddy, we can stay in the park for the fireworks, or we can head back to the hotel, see the fireworks from the hotel, and we can, because we were leaving the very next day. So we were getting on the plane. So leaving early let me go ahead and finish packing our bag Tuesday night and do all of that. But we originally planned to stay in the park all day. But when it came time for dinner, he was like, I want that mac and cheese back at the hotel. And so we gave him a choice. And so another tip that I have for people is, because some people would be like, but we paid all this money, there's no way we're gonna do this. And so he had already seen the fireworks show. I think it's a new fireworks show at Epcot right now. I don't think we had seen that specific one, but we just we went with the flow.
And also like my feet.
Your feet were getting tired. Yeah. Disney, you walk a lot. So we don't do a stroller for him, because some people will put an 8 or 9-year-old in a stroller just because it is so much walking. I saw people with very small children that were like, and the small child, because for a 3 or 4-year-old, an adult step is like 3 or 4 adult steps, like the child steps. And so I ended up registering on my watch, I think it was 19,000 steps on our Magic Kingdom day. And I think our lowest day might have been Hollywood Studios, and that was like 15,000 steps. So normally between 15 to 20,000 steps for an adult. Kids, it is a lot of walking. And so we take breaks along the way. There are
I do basically twice as many.
You do twice as many?
I'm fast.
You're very fast. And so with this trip, we don't try to do everything. Do not try to do everything. There were things that we hadn't done before. So in Magic Kingdom, we hadn't ridden Tiana's Bayou Adventure. That's the re-theme of Splash Mountain.
And also we did not ride Test Track.
We hadn't ridden in Magic Kingdom, it was Astro Orbiter. We hadn't done that one. And then, as my son was saying, in Epcot, we got to ride Test Track for the first time. And we thought about riding a different ride, but the line was long. And we were just like, and he just wanted to play. In Epcot, there is a playground for kids under 12 years old. It's an indoor playground. He played there for like an hour. It might have been an hour and a half. We were waiting for the line. It was a very long time. We were waiting for the line for Guardians of the Galaxy to go down. My kid is a thrill ride kid. Every kid is different. And while I was there, I was sitting next to a family where they had one kid that thought the People Mover. So the People Mover is just like, it's not a thrill ride. but her kid thought that ride went really fast. So she knew her kid was not going to ride Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a very high thrill roller coaster. It's one of my favorite rides in the park. What is your favorite ride? Do you still have a favorite park between Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios? Do you have a favorite park? You like them all, of course. All right. And so let's see. Um, Make sure to not ignore signs that somebody needs a break. The next tip I have is never try to force everybody to do the exact same thing. So we have some family members that like to wake up later. We are rope drop people. We are like, hey, let's be there at the very beginning. There was a day where we planned to stay in the park all day. So we did end up going a little bit later, and we had lightning lanes that started around 10 o'clock for that park anyway. So there was no need to rush to get into the park. But so at Hollywood Studios, we like Rise of the Resistance, which is a Star Wars themed ride that we
And that
like.
walk, and at Hollywood Studios, the only actual roller coaster is Rock and Roller
And Slinky Dog. We did both of those. Yep. So we did Rock and Roller Coaster and we did Slinky Dog. And he got to try Tower of Terror for the first time. Was it scary or what? It wasn't scary. It's a little creepy, but not. It was. I didn't think it was that creepy.
So my so so the wide individually.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't scary, but it gave me bad thoughts afterwards at the night.
Okay. Okay. So afterwards at the night. Okay. And the good thing is we were
at the night.
Okay. So we were all sharing a room, so that was good. Okay.
It gave me some.
I told you I have a little co-host off screen. All right. So then I would also say something else that I would never do in Disney. I would not compare my family to other families. So there are other families that their kids love meeting characters and they're going to wait in line to meet their kid's favorite character, get the autograph book signed. My kid doesn't want to meet characters. He wants to ride roller coasters. So we normally
I have no time for my
characters.
For characters. Even if the characters that I like, if they have a long line.
I will add a new one about how to not go into debt is I gave our child $100 in cash as his souvenir money. So we budgeted and for I it was $100 that he could buy a souvenir.
I only spent 20 cents a month.
Did you spend any money?
I spent it
Oh.
on the Banshee.
Yes.
Yeah, and like my next Disney trip, I might get some more stuff since by then I probably would have had the Switch too.
But you'll have to use whatever money you have because remember we have the cruise next year.
To use my money.
you have to use your money next year because unless you use some of the cruise money. So if we end up going to Disney next year before the cruise, I would set aside a little bit for the Disney trip if you wanted to use a little bit of your cruise money. I love a budget. My mom is an accountant and
I could do that.
But then I told him if he wanted a shirt or if he wanted like a lounge fly bag or something, if he wanted something like that, that could go outside of the budget. And he didn't pick anything. He was looking at the toys and he's like I said, this was our 4th trip. So in the past, he's already bought. He has like 2 lightsabers. He has from Avatar. You have that like that spear from Pandora. Yeah, that blue spear. He already has a bunch of stuff. The big Banshee.
The big
Darth Vader.
Is it like the one with the purple part and then the 2 red parts?
Yeah.
And then
your lightsaber.
We have the blue and red.
What's your favorite treat at Disney? Or your favorite dessert?
Probably worms and dirt.
Worms and dirt. So They have a dessert where it's chocolate pudding with Oreo crumble with gummy worms, and they call it worms and that is his favorite. So I love Figment. So they still have the Figment one. Here he is.
And we did not do.
We got this last year.
On our trip.
So the Figment ride broke down right before we were supposed to get on it. So Figment is a character that I really like. And you, do you like Figment? I love it. Yeah, sorry. So, mommy, I like Figment. I am the Disney adult. I do not make my family do matching shirts. So I have my matching. So I had a day where I had on my Inside Out. It's a core emotion day. One second. I had my emotion bag. I had my shirt that said it's a core emotion day. I one day looked like Minnie Mouse. So I do all those things because I love it. My family is not a fan. So my son, I bring his like, 'cause he has a BB-8 shirt. So he wore his BB-8 shirt. My son likes Sonic. And so we're at it, but like, so I buy the stuff that he likes. He wears whatever he wants. But and so I don't make my family do matching stuff. Also, as a content creator, I don't know if you all noticed, I don't take pictures of my family to share content. So we had a great time and I have family memories. My family is private. And so I don't share those publicly. Sometimes I'll share like the back of my kid's head or something because the first day, because we stay at a Disney resort. So we were able to go to, we were able to go to the water park. And we picked Typhoon Lagoon. My co-host has an interjection. Yes.
So my, so it is this figment popcorn thing where so did I have that?
So I think
do my figment popcorn
last year. So I think Aunt Marion bought this for you last year.
Yeah,
but mommy likes it too. So, but we asked because you ate the popcorn in it, so we ate that together.
But I wanted to. But can I have it?
So just don't try to take it off. Just don't break it, okay? So you can put that in your room if you like to put it in your room.
And I already said I wouldn't break it.
Good job. You can go take it. Okay, so he's taking back his Figment thing. Let me see what else. We also have don't have a specific plan. So we have a general idea, our goal of what to do. Rides go down at Disney all the time. So that's why we ended up riding Astro Orbiter first. Certain rides that are outside that go down if it's raining, if it's thunderstorms. We normally go sometime in June and it's always hot. It's really, really hot. It's Florida heat, humidity. And we start hydrating the week before. So I start making my son drink more water. I make sure that we take water into the parks. I did not take this bag with me. Yes, I did. I took this one. I did take this one because we had dinner at Ohana, which is over at the Polynesian Resort. And so I took that one because I wore a Stitch shirt that day. This was the one I did not take with me. I love Grogu. I have not watched The Mandalorian, the new movie yet. My husband and I, we might wait till it comes out on Disney Plus, but we'll see. So I'm a big fan of Disney if y'all haven't realized that yet. And so there's Disney Food Blog. There are a few different people that create content around like planning your trip, but not going overboard. It's just good to have an idea of what to expect because Disney is always changing their rules. They're always changing what's happening. So in the past, we used to have to wake up at like 6 a.m. the morning of to start booking and scheduling lightning lanes. And now they let you do it. If you're staying on property, you can do it a week in advance. If you're staying If you're not staying on property, it's 3 days in advance. You can if you are going to do lightning lanes. We only did lightning lanes for 2 parks. The lines weren't bad. The lines were not bad at all. We have only been now my mom would have to tell me in the chat, Mom, have I ever been to California? If I went to California, I was a kid. I know I've went to Disney World, and for my 50th birthday, I want to go to Paris. I want to go to Disneyland Paris. That is, and I'm 43 right now, turning 44. So that's a trip down the road. We did get Dole Whip. It's not like a must do, but we did end up getting Dole Whip. It was a hot Magic Kingdom day, and it was Aloha Isle. None of this is sponsored. I paid for everything myself. I just like Disney this much. I talk about Bruno. My husband and I honeymooned at Disney, and it was August. It was so hot. I believe you. I believe you. It was hot. And so like that's what like all my little Disney characters behind me, I am. I'm a Disney adult. But I don't make my family do it too. Um let me see. I had another set of ears. I think I dropped them. Ah, here they are. Ah. Ooh, uh-oh. What did just happen? My camera went all the way down. Hey camera, stay up here. My camera was following. There we go. All right. So these are my pride ears. And somebody came up and thanked me for like, and we ended up we were in line for Mount Everest. We ended up having a really cool conversation. June is Pride Month, and Disney has all of these like love signs up all over the park. And that was fun. So that was an experience. It was a whole thing. Don't let don't let trying to make things perfect ruin connection. So there are times it rains, unexpected things happen, rides close. And so we just stayed grounded. There were times that there were other kids that were screaming, yelling, people were having a lot of things going on. I told you I took a break from true crime, but I did see that a 13-year-old at Disneyland, California, they were on the Tiana ride, and before the big drop, because it used to be Splash Mountain, now it's Tiana's Bayou, they ended up like trying to jump out of the vehicle and ended up being injured. The person was hospitalized. I think they're doing okay overall, but I did see that. While we were on the trip, some people talked about it. Thankfully, it was after we had already ridden Tiana. And I think Tiana at Disney World, it's more of the traditional log ride where you sit behind one another, versus the Disney World Tiana are these like, it's a boat that has seats. It's a little bit different. It's not like you're sitting behind each other on a bench, like the more traditional log ride. And so, and then I make sure that my emotional state and so the adults' emotional state the children will feed off of it. So I make sure to carry snacks. For a long line, my kids' favorite thing is fruit snacks. But I make sure that we hydrate, that we have snacks in the longer lines. And I make sure, because sometimes we end up missing our normal meal times. So that's where I'll make sure that our kiddo, that he has a snack. And then if we're sitting at a sit down restaurant, I'll ask them to bring his food as soon as it's ready. Because sometimes they want to bring the child's food with everybody else's entree. If the child doesn't order an appetizer, because sometimes they'll have a children's appetizer, always like salad, something my kid would never ever eat. But and so, and if you have a picky eater, making sure to figure those things out. We have King's Dominion here in near Richmond, Virginia. It's north of Richmond. I forget I forget what that city's called, but yes, I have been to King's Dominion. We normally go to Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens tends to be like a little bit cleaner, a little, so we like Busch Gardens. My son hasn't been to King's Dominion yet. He went to Busch Gardens for the first time last year, but he hasn't been to King's Dominion yet. King's Dominion is closer. That would be easier for us to go to, but he has not been yet. Everybody needs an escape, and I'm just glad that we had a really good trip with flying with medication. Because I normally take a decongestant for our kid. I take his allergy medicine and then also some Motrin just in case. And I always take that in our carry-on bag. And for TSA, so we have TSA pre-check. They didn't have to pull it out at all. So that was pretty cool. Um, uh, I did notify the officer that I had liquid medicine in my bag, but because they used to have to like swab it, they used to swab the bag to make sure that it wasn't anything that would be unsafe. But um, that was interesting. All of our flights went fine. So when we're flying to a place, we try to get an early flight out. We fly out of a DC airport, and DC, they will have direct flights to and from Orlando all day. But if you have like a 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock flight, if anything happens with the weather, if anything happens mechanically with the crew, those flights are more likely to get delayed. So we normally like to be at a flight going to Orlando before 9 a.m. But coming home, we normally get a like afternoon, so like 1 o'clock. We normally try to get around like a 1 o'clock flight coming home. And we've lucked out where normally that's been fine. Every now and then there's been a storm that's delayed us some. But when we used to do later flights, when we used to do like a 3, 4, when we did later flights, there were times that our flights were delayed like three, I don't know, like a whole bunch of hours, and it was a lot. So those are the things that I like to do. Um, so I didn't notice a difference with the pollen. I am getting over a head cold. So I don't sleep great on vacation, so I get really excited. I get really excited about like our plan for the next day, and um we're all sleeping in the same room, and so like when our kiddo wakes up, I'm trying to make sure that he has what he needs. And even on vacation, if he falls asleep at 11 p.m., he's still up at 7 a.m. So I didn't really sleep great on vacation, so I'm going to catch up on some sleep. I'm going to recover this weekend, and I'm kind of glad that our plans for next weekend ended up getting canceled. It worked out. Yeah. Especially after, and I tried doing like the vitamin C pack, the immunity thing. I tried doing all that stuff, and some type of head cold caught up with me. It is what it is. Ooh, I always start singing Book of Mormon musical whenever somebody says Orlando. I haven't seen that musical. So, yeah. All right. That was our trip. Thank you all so much for your support here. Like I said, that just you all let me get to take breaks. And when I come back, I like to talk to y'all about the travel and what we did. I considered doing this as a members only, but I wanted anybody that wanted to see it. I wanted for anybody to get to just kind of see the recap from the trip. We had a great time. My favorite part was probably, I I think maybe Magic Kingdom, because we did. Ooh, I forgot to mention, I learned the hard way to make sure to bring anti-chafing cream. I learned the hard way, and I would have paid $15, $20. I would have paid any amount of money for the Aquaphor, but I ended up finding something that helped. Everything was fine. after that initial difficult day. But yeah, make sure that you handle those things if you need to. Um, the food was expensive, but adults can order from the kids menu if you need to. I'm We're thankful our family sometimes helps out with dinners. We did a lot of quick service, so not sit down. We did a lot of quick service meals. Disney did bring the dining plan back, but always know it's likely more expensive to use the dining plan than to buy things a la carte. Like, so for that guarantee of using, but for some families, budgeting with the dining plan, because you can work that into your package, and then you know that you have 3 meals and 2 snacks a day, or like you're able to budget that. Um, we normally just pay for each thing. We have magic bands, and so I used my magic band to pay for some things, and then some things we order, because for quick service you can order in the app, and but those went to 2 different cards. So I looked at my statement and I was like, "Ooh, we did good. I only charged like $150." But then I went to my credit card statement and it was like, "Oh, those were only half of the charges. This is where the other charges are." And so it was we budget for it. But the most expensive things are the sit down meals. The quick service can range from like $20, 15 to $20 for an adult, um, $7 to $10 for a child per meal. We bring our own breakfast, so we bring snacks. Um, so our kiddo, he likes these breakfast bars in the morning, and so we didn't eat breakfast out. I ran out of the breakfast bars for our very last day, which worked out because we got a larger breakfast, and because we were going to have a later lunch. The Orlando Airport, Terminal A and B. So I used to fly JetBlue, and that's over in Terminal C, which is beautiful. Lots of food. It was great. Terminal A and B, I was Terminal C spoiled me. You have to get your food from the main food hub if you have a picky eater. Because we got to our gate, and my kid, he didn't want to eat anything. He ended up eating like crackers, but he had food, like he had crackers and I think yogurt or something there. I did not get fish and chips in England at Epcot. That's on my family, we normally do Regal Eagle barbecue. So we normally do the barbecue place. I've had fish and chips in London, so like I've had real fish and chips. And so it is on my list. It is something that I would like to do, but I have not gotten to try that one yet. For the safari in Animal Kingdom, our kiddo brought his camera, and he normally, for safari, it normally wasn't a big deal to him, but he's into animals right now, so he like took pictures that he could with like a little $30 camera. It was like a cheap camera, and he took the pictures that he liked, and that was fun. But I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Be kind, don't do crimes, and I will see you all on Tuesday. Have a good one. Bye.